Hello and welcome back to Great Little Homestead. Today I want to show you how I make Neapolitan style pizza dough. We like to use that one for our wood-fired pizza oven when we make pizza. What do we need for it? First of all, flour. I use Tipo 00, which is an Italian flour. Then we're gonna need water, not too warm, salt, and yeast. That's about it. Okay, first thing we need is cold water, and then we mix the yeast in it. Just trying to get it to dissolve a little bit. Okay, now I add some of the flour and mix it in with the water. And I do that because the yeast and the salt are not really friends. So the flour acts like a buffer between those two. And now I add the salt. And slowly I'm gonna add more of the flour. That of course takes a little time, and certainly you could use a KitchenAid or something like that, but I prefer to do it by hand because this way I get a better feeling for the dough and how it improves, and when I have it at the point it needs to be. In the meantime, while I've been mixing here, I wanna just tell you that this dough needs a resting time from at least 24 hours. It needs to go in the fridge later on, and there is a process that is called autolysis, and this is going to happen in the fridge. That actually just makes it more well, it enhances the flavor of the pizza dough. I'm having a pretty hard time to explain it, but I will put in the comment section. I will put it in there so you know what I'm actually trying to say here. Stumbling with my English. So now we need it. And in the beginning it may feel quite dry. Don't worry too much about it because the flour needs time to absorb and combine with the water. And it will be a soft and really great dough later on. And another thing I'm gonna put in the comments is the measurements of how much I use. It will be the amount for one pizza, and then you can just add more as you need it. Multiply it for 2, 3, 5, 6 pizzas. Everything is quite good combined. Now I'm gonna transfer it onto my countertop, just like that, and start the real kneading. This can take up to 10-15 minutes until the dough is really as we like it, as we need it. So be patient, see it as a workout, and when the dough gets too sticky, so that your hands look like that, just use a slight dusting of flour. Not too much, you don't want to add too much flour. Do it again if it gets sticky again. And I don't want to bother you watching me for 15 minutes kneading the dough, so we're gonna cut it here and come back in a few minutes then. So the dough is pretty much ready for resting time. And something I forgot to mention in the beginning is, of course, you don't have to knead 10 to 15 minutes non-stop. If you get tired and you need a break, take a break. The dough doesn't mind. So let's see. Now I'm gonna form a nice ball by just pulling it over the countertop. And see, this is how your dough should look like. Forming your dough into a ball is actually quite important because you want, when it starts rising, you want it to come up and not flat. And this is why you want to get a strong surface, just like that. So then you take some olive oil, just a drizzle, not much, just a tiny bit. Get it in a bowl. And then transfer your dough into the bowl, not ball. So this is how it looks like now. I cover it with a loose lid. You don't want it airtight. Yeast needs a little bit air to work, and I'm gonna let it rest for about 1.5 to 2 hours at room temperature now. And after that, I'm gonna transfer it into the fridge. I will leave this one in there for 48 hours. I usually do it 1 to 2 days before I'm gonna make the pizza. And then I will come back to you and show you how I divide it and make the individual pizza dough balls. Almost 48 hours later, my dough was 2 hours at room temperature, and then I shoved it into the fridge, and now it's time that I get it portioned. So I want to show you how it looks like. Okay, so let's take it out of the bowl, which is actually quite easy because I put some of the olive oil in the bottom, if you remember. So I put this aside, and now I'm gonna try to stretch it a little bit. So, and that's almost half. Doesn't have to be all super equal, at least not for me. So I try to make 6 pizzas. So there's one. You see the bubble? This is fantastic. This is what we want, right? So, and we don't want to destroy that in the dough. So all I do is just pull it over my countertop here. See, there's another forming, and just make it nice bowl. You can also, what you also can do is you can take it and pull it round and push it into the center, just like that. Just enough so it looks like this. So I have them all formed into a ball, and I decided to cut 2 more because 2 of them were really pretty big. So don't forget to oil slightly your box, what you're gonna use, or your bowl, or what you have, and then just transfer them into it. Let's see if I can hopefully fit them all in here. Looks like. Here we go. So, what happens next? Well, we planned on doing pizza in our pizza oven, wood-fire pizza oven today. So if you don't want to miss that, by the way, hit the subscribe button and the little bell on the side so you get notified. It will be uploaded very soon, probably within a week from this video today. So besides that, we're gonna make pizza today in the pizza oven, and those pizza dough balls need to rest for about an hour, hour and a half now, until we can use them and make the pizza. But we're gonna show that in the next video then. I hope I showed you something new. I hope it was all good for you. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. It's for free, doesn't cost you a penny, and helps our YouTube channel to be recognized. I hope to see you again very soon.